we talk about these things, the more we can meet in the middle. Because back in the day, even my best friend now, we have different points of view. He's a happy-go-lucky Democrat, and I'm independent. You know, more so. You know, like I was raised to, you know, oh, you go vote Democrat, you go vote Democrat. But I still have a family that's still doing that, and I'll go in the group chat and drop some truths on them every now and then. But I find it interesting that the Heritage Foundation, the people that penned the Project 2025, have decided to back Kamala in the last 3 days.
Really?
And she's running around telling us to be scared. She's telling us to be scared of Project 2025. But the Heritage Project, they were the ones that penned it. Trump had people behind it. He probably knew of it, but he has denounced it. And like I said before, Trump is more opportunistic and narcissistic than racist.
So I do agree with you that he is opportunistic. He will bend his personality to try to gain power.
Yeah, and there are racists, you know, real, true racists in the Republican Party. You know, so I'm not denying that. But then there's a lot more in the Democratic Party.
About that, I mean, it's way more diverse.
Okay, just because you say you're not racist does not mean that you're not racist.
Yeah, but look at the policies, though.
The policies are very racist.
Well, no, think about it. I mean, maybe if you're, I don't know which way you're coming from. Like, if you're talking about policies that, for example, what Kamala's talking about now is
okay, the Democrats think that black people don't know how to go and get an ID. The Democrats believe that.
I don't think so. You know what I think?
What?
I think that voting should be hella easy. It should be very, very encouraged. It should be a national holiday. Why put hurdles up?
Well, I agree with that. I agree with that too. But wait a minute. Now they talk to people on the streets, Democrats, and then at conventions, and ask them, what do you think about voter suppression? And people were like, well, blacks don't have computers, blacks don't know how to get IDs or driver's license. I'm like, where the fuck did they come from? I'm like, first of all, in racist ass Texas, if you're black, you better have your ID or driver's license. If you cross the police. You know, so we know how to go and do these things. It's just that y'all haven't given us anything to vote for. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't give a fuck. You know, so they don't go and worry about it or vote because nothing's going to change for us. The Democrats have always been the type that will announce to America that they're helping us because we're their biggest voting bloc. But then when it comes down to the nitty gritty, you look in the dirt of things, they're not doing shit for us. They're just telling America that they're helping us. But what they do with us is they keep us on this sort of plantation, in this sort of, oh, you better vote for us, but we're not going to give you shit. We're going to give other people shit and over you. So to me, it fit perfectly for Joe Biden to be a Democrat and get in that office because he is a true racist. You know, he did not give a damn. And I believe that when he announced, when he won office, which I don't believe he won the office legitimately, otherwise the news wouldn't have to keep repeating that Trump lost and that Biden won because he blamed his win on the black vote. Everybody that I knew that was black said fuck both of them because if Trump is going to play the role of racist and Biden is truly racist, you're not giving me anything to vote for. So like when he took his inauguration, he made a specific point to say black people have my back and I have your back. So for a white president to announce that on a national level in his inauguration to the American public, you know, that's a dog whistle for racists. Who was after black people right then? There can't be an American president that can announce or actually do something for black people. Just like Obama, he was the worst president ever for black people. There were racist presidents that did more for black people than Obama did.
You think so?
I know so. Look at history. I know my history. I'm not new. I paid attention to all of them. You know, so they're like, in order to get to where we are now with the freedoms that we have now as a people, they were given to us by racist presidents, right? Because they were all racist.
Well, I mean, we've made unfortunately slow strides on civil rights.
But the rights that were given to us.
Every president besides Obama was a white president, and
even Obama was racist too. Obama was racist too. All of them, in my opinion, all the presidents. You can't get into that office unless you're racist, unless you're some kind of racist, unless you have some of it in you. You have to, because see, what it is for America to consider itself non-racist, there's still a certain level of black hate that it bases itself to. So, and that's what's comfortable for everybody. Even some black people are comfortable with that. So. It's like, you know, that once they get down to that level, because it keeps raising up and down and up and down, but it never goes below that level. You know, so therefore, it's always going to be that touch of that. And then for Kamala to last minute, like the 4 years she was in there, she didn't think nobody needs to know her ass. Well, so when you get the nomination, you decide it's time to come. It's too late to come.
They don't do a whole lot, generally speaking. I mean, you got to admit that.
Al Gore.
Historically,
Al
vice
Gore.
presidents are doing a ton.
Let's name some. Al Gore.
Okay.
Joe Biden was a vice president. Bush was a vice president, wasn't he? Who else?
I'll give you Al Gore, but no one's going around talking about what most vice presidents did. I mean, to be honest, in terms of power.
Biden was pretty vocal as a vice president. He called us niggas on the Congress floor.
Well, that's not the kind of active you want.
Well, no, but he was still known. We know where he's coming from. We know his disposition. I'd much rather he not smile in our face and play like he's not racist than I'd rather he come out and say what he really feels like he used to back in the day than to be coming and playing.
Do you think it's possible that over 30 years he's evolved at all?
No.
And I'm not telling you he has. I'm just asking.
No, not as hardcore as he was. Not as hardcore and disrespectful on that disrespectful level as he is.
Gotcha.
Like the ones that are liable to change are those that are internalized racists.
Gotcha.
Not necessarily outward. If they're out speaking that to other people and encouraging it, I don't believe that they can change it all. I think that they can hide it better.
Yeah.
They can hide it better, but behind closed doors, what do they say? You know,
Right.
and then Biden ignored black people the whole time he got in there. After he said that, "Yeah, since y'all have my back, I've got yours." So to me, that was a strikeout at us because we didn't turn out for him like he thought he would.
Okay.
And I believe that the Trump votes that Trump was looking for were stuffed in the black vote. Because if I was some of his people, if I was Biden's people and I wanted to hide some votes, I would hide them in the black vote. Because everybody assumes we're Democrats.
I will not question any of your opinions or feelings on racism. But when it comes to the election, there were over 100 lawsuits. They lost all of them, and a lot of them were Republican judges.
Because they didn't look under the
No, they lost all
black vote.
lawsuits. You can't.
He looked everywhere but the black vote.
That.
Why would America look at the black vote? Because
And why
everybody assumes
why
that
do they
we're
keep repeating that
Democrats.
Trump lost? Because Trump keeps claiming that he won falsely.
He wasn't doing it for a while. He wasn't doing it for a while.
Actually,
and they would talk about it on every
if you go
every
back,
newscast.
before the election even happened, Trump was already saying they're going to cheat, they're going to steal elections.
And they were saying it too. They were saying it too. They were saying it too, though.
Anyways, I got
They said it
get off
too.
before
Did the Democrats say that? Didn't the Democrats say that Trump was going to cheat at that last election? But Trump said it too. So there was a race to see who won to claim who cheated.
I'm just saying, there was 100 lawsuits about it, and they didn't win any of them, and there were a lot of Trump judges.
I don't think that
What
they
do
would
you
still
think
be
it's a
talking
wide
about. I don't
conspiracy
think that
and all of them didn't find anything? All the judges?
Did they look under the black vote? Did they look at the black vote?
They tried all the cases. Whatever Trump's
They
team
didn't look at
said,
the black vote specifically.
Trump's team said all this shit in all these different states, and they didn't get any of it.
But what is assumed
Sounds
in
like
America?
bullshit to
It's
me.
assumed in America that black people vote Democrat. So if black
Not
people were the
universally,
one,
though. Not
if black
universally.
people turned out,
Majority, yes, but not
if black
universally.
people got Biden the vote, then nobody's going to look under the hood to see if black people really were turning
What
out
other
those
kind
numbers.
of looking under the hood can you do besides get sued 300 ways by the Trump campaign and Trump people and not win any of them?
That's why they have to keep
looked under the
repeating
hood.
it. That's why they have to keep repeating it.
No,
Because
they
that
have to
way,
keep repeating because he keeps lying about it.
no, I'll bet you if somebody scrutinized that black vote and checked it thoroughly, I bet you there's some fraud in there. Because everybody black that I knew stayed home. They didn't go. They didn't go. So who are these people that were for racist? Because a lot of us remember what he said about us on that Congressman floor. A lot of us remembered about all the people that he in his bill locked up. And we have relatives and people that have been locked up by his bill.
And I respect
and
that.
his son is still walking around here free. Like, that's so hypocritical. No.
I respect that, but I mean, think about Trump doesn't have a shred of civility or decency towards other human beings, any other human beings in him, white, black,
well-
or any other thing. And you know,
No, he's more narcissistic. But I think that if when he wins, that based on what's happened to him to get to where he is, I think that a lot of the Democrats are going to be surprised as to how he goes about this presidency now. Although his life is going to be in serious danger.
Yeah.
But I think that he's going to be more fair and more human than we believe that he is.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
We'll see. I enjoyed the conversation. I actually legitimately was supposed to get off 10 minutes ago.
Okay, it was good talking
But
to
I
you.
appreciate